Hey, front range gravel grinders. There was at least one request for how to do this, so I thought I'd make a video on how to create your own route using Gmap pedometer, how to convert that route to a GPX file, save it to your device, your computer, and then upload to your device so you have your map with you when you go for a ride. So the first thing you'll need is to go to the website gmap-pedometer.com. Go ahead and create an account and log in. And then before you start your route, you're going to want to have this plugin called Gmap to GPX. And the creator of this calls it a bookmarklet. And I found this someone's blog. I guess maybe he works for Gmap or Google Maps. Here's the URL to get to this. So if you pause the video and write this down or jot this down, go to this website. And it looks like this, gmappedometer.com blog. And if you read the instructions, it's this link down here for Mac users and Wahoo users, I guess, that you're going to want to click and drag this to your bookmarks toolbar and drop it and leave it there. I've already done so, so mine's up here. And if you use a Garmin, I guess you're supposed to use this one right here. So once you've drop that to your bar, and you can see instructions in this little video down here for how to use it, and also where I learned how to do much of this for how to save a file. Now you're ready to build your route. And if you haven't used Gmap pedometer before, it's a lot of fun. It can be relaxing and looking for routes. But basically, if you haven't used it before, first you're going to enter your starting point. So I'm going to go ahead and start with Lakewood, which is 80227, and hit enter. Takes me to the city of Lakewood and zooms in pretty far, so I'm going to zoom out a little bit. I used to live pretty close to this area and go around here all the time with my dog, so we're going to make a really quick and short route around the Greenbelt Trail from the Stone House at South Estes Street, just south of Yale and north of Hampton. And I'm going to go ahead and use the hybrid setting so I can actually see the trail a little better. And I'm going to zoom in, and when I'm ready to start creating my route, you go ahead and you just hit Start Route. It's selected for runners, which is fine, or you can select for cyclists. And you double click, park my car here, double click to start. Go along the trail and double click along your path. We're going to just make a quick loop around the creek here and go across the bridge and get onto the Stonehouse Trail. And follow the Stonehouse Trail just on the south side of the creek, around going east towards Wadsworth, cross a little bridge here and get onto the Greenbelt Trail. And you can see I'm double clicking every time that I want to create a new spot on the path. And I could move the whole map and go much farther, and it'll automatically trace my steps. Now, it took me this way. I might have preferred to go this way. So if this wasn't where I wanted to go, I wanted to stay on the trail here, I would undo my last point and simply click where I'd prefer to go. Let's go around the lake on the north side and back to the parking lot. So we've gone 1.8 miles. We're going to now save our route. And it's been saved to My Routes in Gmap. And now I'm going to export the GPX file. And it takes you to this bookmarklet and telling you how to do that. So that must be how I found it in the first place. So I go back to exporting my route, and I just click on the Gmap to GPX editor, and you're going to choose track, and I'm going to take all this data that's in this box. And on a Mac, you just click in that box, Command A for all of it, Command C to copy. And now I need to paste all of these turn-by-turn directions into some type of a text editor so I can save it. I tried this in Microsoft Word and it didn't work. So I found a free code editing software called Text Wrangler. And I'm just going to go ahead and paste this into here. So here's all my turn-by-turn directions. And this gobbledygook doesn't make sense to you now, but it'll make sense to your computer. So I'm going to file and save this as, and I'm going to call it Bear Creek trail. And I don't want to save it as an XML, I want to save it as a GPX file. And I'm going to put it on my desktop and save. Okay, so now that the file is there, I'm going to go over to my desktop to see that it in fact saved there as a GPX file. So here's the file. And at this point, these instructions are going to differ depending on who you are. I use a Wahoo element, and I use Dropbox to move files onto my iPhone and then into the Wahoo element companion app. So I'm just going to drag this and drop it into my Dropbox up here. Just asking me if I definitely want to move it. Yes, I want to move it into Dropbox. So here's the file now. So if you don't have Dropbox on your iPhone, go ahead and install it and log it in with the same password and login that you use on your computer. And for Wahoo Element users, found a video from Wahoo, and you'll go straight to 3 minutes and 4 seconds to this video, Element GPS by computer using route navigation, and they'll tell you how to basically open the file in Dropbox on your iPhone, and when you click and hold, you want to open that and save it to your Wahoo Element companion app. And it sort of looks like this.
Simply tap on the attachment, and the phone will prompt you with the app to open the attachment with. The app will prompt you to name the file and then save it under routes. Once you find it under routes, tap on it and select route to load it onto your Element or Bolt. The final routing option in the Element companion app.
So you can watch more of that video, but basically once you start your computer for a ride, start a ride and then go to your routes page, and from there you can choose the route that you're using so that you can have turn-by-turn directions to make sure you don't get lost on this route you just created. I hope that works for you guys. Have fun, and hope to meet some of you on a ride sometime soon.